The fact that it's been declassified recently is important because it's a story people really weren't aware of. No one had any idea this happened, myself included. Reading the script for the first time was incredible because I just couldn't believe that it was true. When you hear about these guys riding into battle on horsebacks against tanks and rocket launchers, it just sounds so surreal. But amazing enough, that's exactly what happened. Our guys were members of the elite Army Special Forces, formerly known as Green Beret. And their mission was unique because they were the first 12 soldiers on the ground in Afghanistan. When they arrived, they found themselves outnumbered 5,000 to 1 by the enemy and were constant at risk of getting captured because of the large bounty the Taliban had placed on their heads. In addition, they also had to help unify various warring factions of the Northern Alliance who were still using horses to ride into combat against missile launchers and T-72 tanks. I mean, the fact that every member of that Special Forces team made it home alive is nothing short of a miracle. One of the things that really stood out about these specific soldiers is that they were all volunteers for the mission. 9/11 was completely unexpected, and the US wasn't prepared for any sort of a military conflict in that region. Obviously, that meant that the first soldiers sent into the country would be operating without much intel or much support, making it near impossible to know exactly what they would encounter once they arrived on the ground. Knowing all this and still choosing to leave their families behind and go fight for the safety of their country is really what makes these men great heroes. Task Force Dagger was the first step in America's fight against the Taliban in Afghanistan right after 9/11. The small Special Forces team was to link up with a local warlord. His name is General Rashid Dostum, who was the leader of the Northern Alliance. Our Special Forces guys was there to provide them with air support and an assistant mainly. And one of their missions was to defeat the Taliban, who was occupying the city of Mazar-i-Sharif at the time, and also trying to regain control of the region in an attempt to stabilize the country. You know, it's always a challenge to accurately portray a great leader like Captain Nelson. But Chris Hemsworth has such a quiet strength and confidence that his work in this particular role felt so natural to him. And I have to say, you know, it's such a true pleasure to work with such a professional. He's always so committed, and it was a real true privilege to work with him. Michael Shannon is really a unique actor, and the way he was able to embody Spencer as his wise, battle-hardened warrior was really amazing. I mean, the guy is just such an incredible actor.